Every year, millions of tons of food end up right here, thrown away as waste. All it takes is this date, and the entire product is rejected without a second thought.
But does expired really mean useless?
Behind these gates, that assumption is about to be challenged.
This is where rejected food is collected, not for consumption, but for something else entirely. The moment it enters the system, the original form is destroyed on purpose.
Because even after rejection, this material still has value.
And that value begins moving the moment the process starts.
With one switch, the entire transformation is set in motion. Stay with us. The full process is just beginning. It starts at the source, where unsold and expired products are separated from store shelves. These rejected cartons are then sent directly to processing facilities like this one. From multiple locations, everything is gathered, lagered, and prepared for transport. Each shipment is scanned and recorded before it moves any further.
Machines verify expiration status, removing any room for human error.
Once verified, everything moves to sorting, where the process becomes more precise.
Every category is isolated because each one follows a completely different path next.
This material is never returned to the human food chain.
From here, it's moved under controlled conditions to the next stage of processing. This is the facility where strict controls begin and the real work takes place.
Before anyone enters, safety rules are clearly defined and enforced.
Every worker follows the same protocol because safety and hygiene come first.
Hygiene checks are mandatory at every entry point.
Only after clearance do workers move through controlled entry zones like this. Every step is monitored in real time to maintain full accountability.
Quality control operates independently, with its own dedicated space. Samples are tested here to make sure every parameter stays within approved limits. These strict rules exist for one reason: control.
And this is where the transformation actually begins. The process starts with one simple step, moving everything into the system.
Automation takes over, opening each package without human contact.
Packaging is removed completely, separating food from plastic. Nothing is mixed. Even the waste is sorted for reuse. With the packaging gone, the raw material is fully exposed and ready for inspection.
Metal detectors scan everything, eliminating any foreign contamination.
After automation, a final human check ensures only acceptable material moves forward.
Anything that fails inspection is removed immediately. What remains is clean, consistent material ready for processing. At this point, the material is ready for processing.
The next step is breakdown, where structure is intentionally reduced.
What comes out is no longer food as we recognize it, it's raw material.
Sizing systems ensure uniformity before anything moves ahead. Only uniform material makes it through, creating a stable base for the next stage. Now the material is routed by category, starting with the biscuit processing line. Inside this drum, the biscuit powder is mixed for consistency and balance. Measured nutrients are added here, adjusting the material for its final purpose. Moisture levels are carefully controlled to maintain stability and shelf life. This line converts biscuit waste into safe, consistent feed for livestock. A different process begins on the bread line. Here, shredded bread enters controlled fermentation tanks.
Through fermentation, the sugars are converted into bioethanol under controlled conditions.
The usable liquid is extracted, while solids are separated for further handling. The processed liquid is stored securely, ready for controlled distribution and use. Snack waste follows another path, starting with oil separation. Excess moisture is removed inside controlled drying chambers. Once dried, the material is ground down into a uniform form.
The ground material is shaped into granules, making it suitable for animal feed.
Before packaging, the feed is cooled to stabilize its structure. Mixed organic waste is directed here, where it's converted through controlled composting. Heat treatment accelerates breakdown while eliminating harmful elements. Odor control systems keep the process contained and the environment protected.
The final output becomes nutrient-rich fertilizer. What started as waste now takes a usable, measurable form. This is what a zero-waste facility looks like in practice.
Even wastewater is treated on-site, ensuring nothing harmful leaves the facility.
Treated water is reused, reducing overall consumption.
Only clean, regulated water is released back into the environment. The facility operates under certified environmental standards.
Before anything moves forward, samples are taken for detailed quality testing.
Moisture levels are checked first, because stability depends on precision.
Nutritional values, including protein content, are carefully analyzed.
Each batch must pass safety verification before it's approved for release. All processing follows established food safety and regulatory guidelines. Once approved, labels are printed to ensure full traceability. Every package is clearly marked to prevent misuse and ensure proper handling. Batch codes are added, allowing every unit to be traced back through the system.
Final inspections confirm that packaging meets all requirements.
Once sealed, the products are prepared for controlled storage and handling. Everything is stored systematically, with inventory tracked by batch.
Digital tracking ensures every unit is accounted for at all times.
Before dispatch, each pallet is scanned one last time.
At this stage, the product is fully approved and ready for the market. Distribution begins as orders are prepared for shipment.
From the facility, the products move directly to their end users.
One destination is livestock farms. Here, the processed feed is put to use exactly as intended. The result is simple. Livestock receive safe, consistent nutrition. For farmers, reliability matters more than anything else. Another output supports agriculture directly, returning nutrients back to the soil. Over time, the impact becomes visible in the fields. For businesses, the model proves economically sustainable. By reducing waste and creating value, costs go down while returns increase. As demand grows, bulk orders become routine.
Partnerships form as trust is established.
Repeat orders confirm that the system works. As results spread, demand continues to rise. At the center of it all is a system built on efficiency, responsibility, and scale.
For the people using these products, the results speak louder than any process.
Healthy animals are the clearest proof that the system delivers what it promises. The difference becomes clear when you compare the results.
For customers, confidence comes from consistency.
When orders repeat, it signals long-term trust.
At full scale, the system runs continuously, turning waste into value every single day.
Behind every process are people who keep the system moving with precision and care.
This is the real transformation. Waste to value.
So the real question is, would you support a system like this?
If you want to see more real-world processes like this, subscribe for what's coming next.